Here we are after deployment, and this is Brad's NIDS.
Gene Stealers hiding in the ice cream shop. A row of Hormigons, Warriors, and Zoanthropes. They're going to secure the ice cream shop. We've got a row of Hive Guards, the Turbigon, which creates little spawns, the moving spore cloud called a Venomthrope, and then the ordnance weapons, the Bilevores.
End of the top of one. We've basically had advancement on both flanks.
Synapse range?
They're trying to get here into cover behind these buildings, not knowing where the demons are going to come from. Alright, so bottom of one, demons tried to deep strike some flamers here and here. You'll notice that they're not there. One of them mishapped and died. One of them ended up in that building and mishapped and is now back off the table in reserve. Winston landed, moved a little bit. Soul Grinder landed, fired some phlegm in there, killed a couple of guys, wounded a couple of these big dudes. What are these, warriors?
Warriors.
Yeah, killed a couple, or hurt a couple of warriors, but no one died. Okay, we just finished the top of two. You will notice that Winston is no longer there because he got murdered by a bunch of Gene Stealers that poured out of that building. And what are these guys, Hormigons?
Hormigons.
Right. And then Soul Grinder got popped by these Zoanthropes that used all of their lances and got like all kinds of massive damage to him, so he's done. And the only thing left for Chaos right now on the table is these guys. And they got shot at a little bit, but nothing really happened. So here we are at the bottom of two. The Plague Bearers charged and assaulted all of the Hormigons and actually won the combat. The Plague Bearers did lose 3 guys, which we think is the most we've ever seen Plague Bearers lose at once. Gene Stealers are still hanging out. The Screamers ran for cover, and the Demon Prince tried to stay in a spot where he couldn't get assaulted by the Gene Stealers, but I don't think that's going to work well for him. End of top of 3, you will notice there is no longer a Demon Prince because all of the Flappy Gaunts killed him with their pea shooters. You will notice the Plague Bearers are dwindling heavily, although so are the Hormigons.
Those are all
and the Screamers got beat the hell up by a lot of massed fire from, everybody. Here we are at the bottom of 3. The Demon Army continues to get completely depleted. The Plague Bearers have been completely wiped out. The Screamers went after the Zoanthropes and didn't fare too well. And the Bloodletters, the zombie Bloodletters, came back in and are occupying the cover. They do have an icon. One of their guys did die because of the dangerous terrain. At the top of 4, the suffering continues for the demons. There's basically no demons left over here. The only demon unit left on the board is the Bloodletters over in that corner in cover. And we still have a couple units in reserve. Here we are now at the end of 4. Made the 2 reserve rolls, so the Flamers and Santa both came in. The Bloodletters got fired on. They actually, the Flamers shot at the spore mines that were sitting out here that were possibly threatening the Bloodletters, and that is all. End of the top of 5, there was a lot of shooting at the Great Unclean One, and he took 1 wound. And there's some more mines that got dropped over there, and now the demons are going to try to get stuck in, and the game will probably end with my luck. We're at the bottom of 5. We did not successfully roll to end it. The flamers couldn't get close enough. They did 1 wound to this little pack of little dudes whose names I forget. And everybody ran, and nobody could get into combat. End of top of 6. There was a little bit of moving and a little bit of shooting, but nothing much happened. I think Great Unclean One took a wound, or was that last turn? Maybe it was the last turn. So in any case, not much. We are at the bottom of 6. The flamers jumped over and annihilated the little dudes that were there.
Termagants.
The little termagants. Great Unclean One charged ahead and hasn't actually got to anybody.
I'm ready to play again.
And the Bloodletters actually got into combat and then failed to wipe the unit, even though they were on the charge. The Biovores. And so they killed one, and now they're stuck in.
Despite the fact that the Bloodletters were basically attacking cows with artillery mounted on them, they've managed to kill 1.5 of them.
Explosive gas bag artillery.
It really should have exploded upon impact.
Excuse me.